Well,
So,
that is of a certainty.
welcome,
Yes.
one and all, to Heart, which is indeed a game set in the same universe as Spire that we played previously. Some of us. And this is. But prior knowledge not required because it will have very little to do with Spire proper. And from the start, this is a playtest set of the rules. There will be rough patches, and basically that's our job, to stumble face first into them.
Nice.
Sure.
Sounds like my kind of game.
And so, just to give you an overview of what Heart is, it is a weird dungeon delving game, I would describe it, in which our driven/doomed heroes are traversing the increasingly unreal underworld with chaos and weirdness just spewing from the heart deep below Spire, the drow megacity. And there's surprisingly large amounts of people living in various proximity to Heart, because just like you, they were driven there by some strange need.
A slow tug at one's toe, as it may seem.
And so I think we will. Well, so some of us have made characters, and some of us haven't, and that's fine. This is mostly going to be a session 0, and then we'll just start the adventure and see how far we get. But I think we will start the character creation with actually figuring out your callings. And then class. So calling is the reason you are going where you're going. You are not a, strictly speaking, sane person. You're not a normal person. Because a normal person will not go here.
I'm just not
Your
feeling
character.
connected to this particular role.
Yeah, I know, Kat. It is so alien to our lived existence.
This is it. Like, I'm just not connecting at all.
Okay. So, Brian, do you want to
Yes.
kick us off?
So my calling is Heart Song. While notionally this is in search of enlightenment, in search of truth, to some mistranslation of dreams, Dino's in search of teeth.
Oh, God.
Just teeth.
Teeth.
Okay.
Because she's got like a tooth, and it's on loan between her and her sisters, so she figures that she could get more teeth here.
Cool.
Look, sound theory.
Small things,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, teeth are plenty in Heart. Seriously.
I mean, they need to be compatible and powerful and, nice.
Uh-huh.
But she feels the call of teeth.
Okay. And so you're cursed with, just reading out that single line of thing, cursed with dreams of the heart, you delve in search of revelations and/or teeth. Awesome.
Yeah.
Kat,
Yes.
would you like to open the
setting-
PDF on page 22?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know, right? You have to look at the book.
I like that was Brian. What's yours? Cat, here's where to find them.
I know my audience, okay?
And here I thought I was going to get away from the sass.
Why did you think that, Kat?
I don't know. It could be because
Like-
I'm tired and I might still be drunk. I don't know.
Okay, no, that's fair. That's fair.
All right, let's have a look at this thing. What are we doing? Right. Where is the PDF?
Okay,
I'm
good
kidding,
start,
I'm
good
not-
start.
I am kidding.
How
I'm
to open PDF files.
Click.
Wait, there's Honey Heist.
So you're haha joking, not in actual fact haha joking.
Oh my God, I'm not signed into Dropbox. But it's okay. I don't actually need to be. Sorry, we're up to, what did you say? Page 20.
2. Which will be just, character creation.
And now Cat starts making the Honey Heist character.
Yep. So Cat turns out to be a bear.
It's a really cool bear, though. Like, do not.
No one will be
kissing my bear.
surprised.
Characters.
There you go.
This.
So at the bottom of the page, there will be 5 options to choose from for your calling, namely Adventure, Enlightenment, Forced, Heartsong, and Penitent. Which calls to you?
I think I'm going to go with Forced, simply because I'm a junk mage. And I'm taking this direct line to entities slumbering in the depths a little bit more literally than, maybe traditionally suggested.
Right. So you've been cursed to come down here against your will by the very entities living
Themselves.
down there. Okay. Sure. That works. And Glaken, so I've read your backstory because you wrote a backstory. It's very novel around these parts.
I know. I'm impressed.
It sounded like either Heartsong or Penitent to me.
Yeah, I am looking at them and I agree with that. And so for the sake of being different, I'll go Penitent.
Cool. So you're seeking to atone for crimes against their order. In which case would be that you did not stand and fight whatever that monstrous creature was that slaughtered the rest of your unit. Right?
Yeah.
Cool. Excellent. Well then, we move on to the second half of your character creation, the one where you pick your class. And I think everyone already did that.
Yes.
So, Brian, tell us about Dino the Grey.
She is a witch.
Ed.
She.
Straightforward. Yep.
Yep. So she has consumed the flesh of the heart and has its diseases. She and her sisters are unwelcome in the spire above.
Oh.
They also have horrible mouth hygiene.
You have a focused character.
It's from all the heart eating, because I can see an
It
easy
really is. Like,
this.
it turns out that heart blood is worse than Coke for your teeth. But
Wow. Well, there you go. See, you learn new things every day.
I know, right?
Okay.
So she has a few minor abilities of noble blood.
Yep.
So she inherited the disease from a well-regarded bloodline. She is strange and powerful. She knows the ways of black magic, so she is bursting with power. And of course, she has the ability to do blood bonding, because cat. Sorry, no, because of no reason whatsoever.
Oh, dear.
I'm
Sorry,
like
did I say that?
sensing something in the ether.
Did I say that
I
out
feel
loud?
like,
So,
someone might be preempting a slight amount of chaos here that I just feel is, I think it's
No,
unnecessary, really.
no. I'm providing you with both a carrot and a stick.
Right.
It is
You
not
can-
my fault, okay, that I have
You can choose
literally
to be
a
as
direct line to
chaotic
the
as you wish.
It's not me, okay? I did not do the thing.
and the blood bond is a bond between consenting adults, which bonds.
Go on. So no, really, unpack this for me. Like, I want to see how you see this actually.
Which binds both parties to the exact agreement.
Yeah, right. Again, I'd
However-
love to see how this actually rolls out for you.
However, I also can apply a dark blessing to this bond, so that I can give cat rolls with mastery.
I like how he's just cat. No one else, nothing else. Cat.
But he knows how this goes. Like,
I know exactly how this goes.
we've done this for
But-
15 years. He knows exactly how this goes.
So Dino is a witch of bargains and of contracts. She facilitates exchanges and holds people to their word. She is almost an itinerant judge in the heart. So she hears disputes and settles them, and in many ways she's as dreaded as any lawyer.
And then there's me.
Well, so, and just for the benefit of viewers and or cat, a character gets 1 major ability and 3 minor abilities, in addition to whatever core abilities they always have. And so most of the standalone minor abilities essentially give you a single thing, like a skill or domain or a resistance. Whereas others are attached to major abilities and they make them better, which is what Brian picked with Dark Blessing, which improves his blood bonding major ability. It's fairly simple overall. So, Kat, you wanted to play a junk mage.
Yes.
Have you found the corresponding page yet?
I haven't even looked for it, so right.
Awesome. It is page 32.
You are amazing, and I love you. It says while typing 31 into the PDF finder. Oh, look, and it just happens to be the right page, even though it's not the one that you said.
Well, I skipped the illustration. But it's a nice illustration, so you know.
It is a nice illustration.
He knew you wouldn't get it right.
It's not the takeaway from this, Glagon. Alright.
So, class grants you a skill and domain, so feel free to add those. And skills and domains here work exactly the same way they do in Spire, which is to say you either have them or you don't. And skills are what you do, domains are where you do it.
Right.
So while you look over the abilities, I will read out the box text.
Excellent. Please do.
You were a magician, but you always knew there was something. In the city above, magic is a pale imitation of what it can be in the heart. Down here, there is true power to be channeled, stolen, from beings of tremendous power. You see that the rites of the spell-slinging occultists and the miracle-summoning priests of Spire are nothing but 2 sides of the same coin. Tricks that redirect ambient energy into desired effects. You've tasted the dreams of the ancients. You know that the vastly powerful things that slumber in the city beneath, and you know the secrets that plumb your brain directly into their vast alien consciousnesses. Your spells are cobbled together from snatches of dreams, from shards of true names, from the ravings of madmen. You are on the bleeding edge of magic. Would you like to subscribe to my app?
Yes.
The power is undeniable. In effect, to channel, to steal, the power of godlike beings is intoxicating. You relish the touch of madness of accursed insight into the vast and terrible truths that hide beneath reality. Sanity, safety, reputation, all these are secondary to the pursuit of arcane majesty.
I really want Mark the Weaver, just so I can link into my spider character.
The spider
Okay, so what do I do here? Do I choose a core?
Well,
So you get both core.
Oh, you get both cores. Okay, all right.
let's do it from
That's
the start.
hardcore.
Right?
All right.
You get Discern as a skill and Occult as a domain, so just add them to the character sheet. And then you get to pick 1 equipment item, which is either an old-fashioned pistol, Jesus Christ, or narcotics.
There we go. And domain, excellent.
I wonder if I need to refresh this.
Okay, and then I get to pick. I don't want to clear my mind.
I'd say,
I'll take the pistol.
choose your major before your minors.
Yeah. So, do you want a pistol or some drugs? Some nice drugs. Some happy drugs.
That is actually really hard. That is really difficult. You know what? I'm taking the drugs.
Of course you are.
Of course you are. And you do get the rune-etched ritual dagger.
Where do I put my
There's
abilities? Equipment. There we
bits at the
go.
bottom. It's not a fancy character sheet, but
it's fun.
the
It'll
best
do.
managed. Yes.
It will do.
So yes, you get both of your cores, which is
Ah!
Raven in Knowledge, where if you have high mind stress, you roll with mastery when casting spells. And you can sacrifice things to cast spells better.
Yeah. So where do I put these?
In abilities,
Oh, okay.
I mean, wherever really, it's a text file.
Wherever you will see them. Which is, of course, the challenge.
The challenge. It's my challenge to be able to read my book. Oh god. All right. My challenge is actually how to copy and paste right now. So.
And then you,
Okay.
yes, get a major ability, and junk mages get a bunch to choose from.
Wow.
They are kind of the warlocks of heart, if we're talking D&D terms,
Yep.
or binders perhaps, if you remember those.
Of course I remember them.
Major abilities. Ooh, the Drowned Queen's Blessing.
Okay, yes.
Ooh.
So Red King, Drowned Queen, and Stone Chorus are the
Beneath his
current
fire.
patrons. You
Oh,
could get.
there's of course a third one. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what, Kat, while you read this and pick what sounds better to you,
Ooh.
Glycan, do you have a character ready?
No.
Awesome.
I can't tell if he was being sarcastic right then, because that actually sounded like sarcasm.
No, it was half right. I have the idea,
Well,
but I did not delve deep into the specs.
that's cool. Start
I'm
looking.
also reading the log.
Yeah. In which case, Kat, let's hear your thought process, and we'll talk you
You
through
conjure
it.
conjure forth a door to the King of Want, and his approach is terrible. You are no longer harmed by heat or fire, and you have the capacity once per session to produce a handful of golden coins. I am down with this. That is amazing. Sorry. This is my current thought process. I want all of these abilities.
Yes.
I can build a box for us to hide in.
Awesome. Great. So you and I will hide while
I'm just going to
As
burn
far as I can
everything
tell-
down. Is that okay?
Cat A. So to everyone else, I knew nothing about Cat's choices or Cat's character. You will note what I've chosen.
You don't need to know anything about my character to know what
No,
I'm going to
I
do,
really
Brian. We have done this way too much. All right, so,
yes,
okay.
Glycan, you and I can hide while Cat goes and does her thing. Because that's the only way to not be sacrificed onto the altar. Power.
Or to my altar, thank you. Like, it's a
Yes,
very
that's-
specific altar.
it's a
In
very
fact,
specific
it's
altar.
kind of, it looks a little bit like a box that you made once, but it's not actually that box.
Ah.
We just happen to be using it as an altar now.
Clearly.
Guys, I built this box for protection. Sacrifice.
Yeah, you did.
Yep, that is also tradition.
Oh, okay. I am really torn between Drowned Queen and Red King.
Curse or blessing?
Yes.
So personally, the way I actually chose, I looked at the minor of these that I most wanted to have
Yeah, that's probably a
and
good way
worked
of doing
backwards.
it.
Because otherwise, it's just like these are all awesome. But when I figured out a way to give you mastery, I chose that way.
Mm.
I mean, you will hopefully get more of these as we play. Even though it's going to be a fairly short campaign, I think.
Yeah. But no, I have my priorities.
Oh my god. Channel the Red King's splendor into your mortal body. Gain the compel skill.
Yep. That
And
sounds like a cat.
One session extinguish the life of a creature.
And frankly, the Red King's curse is amazing. Once per session,
Yeah.
you can just go, there's a treasure here.
Yeah.
Done.
Clearly.
All three
The
of
Red
mine
King
are set up for
is-
very different camp.
We are indeed playing very different campaigns. Again, something that I've learned.
this is not that unusual.
Yeah, so the Red King is
I am
what
definitely going Red
dragons
King's curse.
want to be when they grow up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
done. Red King's curse. Let's
Awesome.
do this. I have not played a character like this in ages. Let's do it. So if I take the minor, I get one minor, one major. You said?
No, you get three minors.
Oh, I get all three of these.
No,
No, you get
you
three
also have
total.
an entire page worth of minors on the previous page.
Yeah, so you can just have one amazing ability, but that means you're not getting a lot of skills and domains and protection.
Okay, so I'm choosing the Red King's curse. So how much of this do I get?
You get the unindented box text as the Red King's curse.
So
For the major.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So that will be my major.
Now, if you choose Majesty as one of your three minors, you get Majesty.
Oh, okay, right. So where do I put this? Just under
Under
abilities.
Under abilities.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, Red King's curse. Perfect. All right. Now, do I have to choose one of those three minors?
No, not
No.
at all. You can take them later or never. It's entirely up to you.
I mean, and so now that you have a sense of what you're to do, you can choose your minor abilities more effectively.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. No, I'm with you.
Like, for example, since you care about treasure, I'd certainly suggest
Suggest what? Sorry.
the Mark of Shadow, so you can sneak to get the treasure.
I can sneak up to people and then compel them. I'm down with that. I am here! You shall do the thing! Like, sneak back off again.
Sneak up behind them, raise your dagger, and just whisper in the air, "Run away."
So, Mikhail, what does the Delve skill do?
It is essentially the adventuring skill in D&D, I would say. It's like literally you're delving through a hazardous terrain.
So you said Mark of Shadow, right?
So, considering that you chose your major of being treasure, sneak seems like it's quite wise.
Oh, wretched and glorious. Your body is a prison, and when it blurs or breaks, you feel closer to your patrons.
Yeah, that's also you.
When you cast a spell whilst in a cursed area, roll with mastery.
Wow. Somehow our characters overlap so much again.
I am down with that. I am totally. That doesn't conflict with the one that you had for me, does it? So I'm totally taking it.
No,
Absolutely.
you get three. You absolutely get three. So compel, sneak, and cursed.
Maybe. I'm still deciding whether or not sneak is going to be or not.
Fair enough.
Oh my god. Silver grey skin spells and litanies of obfuscation wind wind their way over your body, and you, an aberration of space and time glitching through the city beneath. Gain the evade skill.
That's also very you. I mean, with compel and with discern, evade makes sense.
Oh, unless I want to go for litanies of false power. You know that the gods of the world are distant or dead or disinterested, but you pay attention for they may reveal useful secrets. Gain the religion domain. When you use the sacrifice ability above, you may also consume
So
items
you
with the
literally
religious
gnaw
domain.
on religious relics
On anything.
for power.
I can literally, that will mean that I can use anything, whether they be religious or not.
Occult or religious.
Yeah.
That's not
Which is
everything.
basically, that's pretty much
That's
everything that we're
spooky
coming
objects.
across.
Literally everything.
That's everything to Cat.
Fair enough.
I mean, she's
Oh.
understandable.
So while you decide, Cats, Glycan.
Yeah, let's do that.
So what character are you going for?
I am going for a hound. Is who I am.
All right, and
Jed
tell
is
us
a
about your
hound.
hound.
My hound was once part of a military group until his squad that he traveled with was ravished before his eyes from something unknown from the heart. Him only getting pierced in the eye or scraped in the eye, ran away and did not continue to fight. And watching his friends die before him is what compels him to go delve into the heart to seek vengeance and leave the guilt of running away from the incident.
Vengeance and/or absolution.
So immediately, a very important question, well, kind of important question, is what species are you? Because in Spire, everyone's a drow. By definition, there are humans and gnolls and Alfie around, but you're drow. In here, not necessarily. There are options. No one gives a damn.
I don't know. Is it just like typical species, or are there specific?
Well, these are the ones I've listed. Drow, humans, and gnolls are the the ones mentioned in the book. If you really want to be something else, we can.
By order of frequency. So we're all drow by default.
Yes,
unless
because the Spire, the city above you, is a drow city.
was
Was a drow city. It still is a drow city. It's just occupied.
And
You
will
can even be an
again.
Elfia if you really want, because
It totally
down
will be
here
again.
it makes little difference.
Yeah, I'll be a drow then,
Cool.
because that seems to make sense. That would be in the Spire area initially.
Cool.
Yep.
So you were drafted into army of Elfia to go off and fight gnolls in their current campaign, and there this horrible thing happened, which was very odd because hard creatures are generally found in the heart or thereabouts. But some sort of mystery occurred there, and now you're back.
And there's no proof that it happened.
Of course not.
You'll fit right in.
Why would there be proof?
So, did you pick a sword, a rifle, or a sidearm?
All right.
Sidearm.
Cool. Yeah, note all the tags to it
Yeah.
in case they come up. So your core ability is you could wave your badge around and get into places where people normally wouldn't let others in. And what did you choose as your major?
So I'm reading the different majors,
Yep.
and there's either one that's useful, one that's fun, or I can build a box.
Fun.
I'm looking at trench part. See, fun would be condemnation of I can essentially find evidence on anything and just accuse them and say
Yes,
you're guilty and then
that's
chase
awesome.
after them. That sounds very fun. I do like that Trench Fighter has a minor called Keep Smiling, which is very me.
Well, perhaps you start with Trench Fighter and then you will grow into Condemnation. 'Cause
Sure.
that seems to be, so far of your character we know is he was a soldier.
the issue that what's the range on sidearms? Because this is more getting meta, but like saying that I'm good at close combat and then taking a gun seems incorrect.
Well, you get a gun and a trench knife.
Oh, okay. Oh, then that actually works with the option.
So the gun allows you to introduce yourself before you get into trench distance, unlike Kat and myself.
What? What?
You just dive in.
No,
You just dive in and compel.
It just
More
doesn't understand how
correctly,
things are done
both of
around
us
here.
Both of us will be avoiding combat.
What? Oh, I mean, yes.
Which might make condemnation just be better.
Oh, there will be combat. Every now and then.
Just because you want to avoid combat doesn't thing.
DM has control. There will be combat.
No,
I'm gonna.
does not have
There
control.
will be blood.
DM wishes they had control. This is.
The lady in the mask has control.
Accurate.
See, now we're starting to
So
get
I'll
it.
take trench fighter.
Cool.
Okay.
And keep smiling, I guess.
Well, what?
How do I make it bigger?
So I take since I've taken that major, it's now those 3 minors are one of the minors that I can choose from in addition to the other minors.
Correct.
Is that what? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take keep smiling. The better part of valor, and close quarters.
Good. I'm glad you
And
noticed
now
that.
I will write those down. What that close quarters and
That without close quarters, trench fighter is a little bit. Yeah, good.
See, I'm bringing you good people to play with.
You are, Kat. It's so unlike you.
I know. Look, I'm trying really hard. Okay.
Oh my god, there is a picture.
Sorry.
Jet has a character image.
Yes.
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 Yes. Okay.
Wait, you have my other eye? My quest is over.
I thought you were questing for teeth.
Eyes are my next quest.
Okay. So, Kat, have you figured out your third minor?
Yes.
What is it?
Brian, you're going to be very proud of me. One second. One second, I'm just still fixing up this stupid sheet. I've decided to go with back pocket arcana. Your satchel is overstuffed with occult leftovers, shavings of spire, black amber, cursed squid ink, yada 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 yada, and you can press them all into your service, +2 to supplies protection.
Who are you?
Stop giving me that look.
What have you done with
Okay. Oh, and I just realized that the calling actually gives you a minor ability as well.
Yep.
So, from the top then, Brian.
I have +1 to echo. And in the blood, you move through the heart as if blessed. +1 echo protection. Once per situation, when you take stress to echo resistance, put it in echo.
Which is amazing for you.
It turns out, like, I had not actually... So, yay.
Yep. Now, how callings actually work is they give you a list of...
Sorry, do the other two want to read out theirs?
I think we'll do it one at a time.
All right, fair enough.
Yep. So, how callings work is they give you a list of story beats, or consider them achievements that you want to happen in your personal story.
Yep.
They will together form some sort of an arc. And there are 10 minor beats, 6 or so major beats, and 1
Yep.
zenith beat. At the start of each session, you pick 2 of those, and you can never repeat them.
Yep.
But you pick them and you tell me what they are, and I will try to. The heart will try and present you with situations that will give you an opportunity to fulfill these beats. If you do, you get a corresponding advance, either minor or major. So this is how you gain power in this game. And so, Brian,
Yep.
have you looked at the list of the
I
bits?
have.
Excellent.
It is a delightful list.
I'm terrified of this list now.
So I have consumed something of the heart.
Yes.
I
So, here is a handout, quote unquote, where I want you to put your 2 chosen beats in so that we all can see it and I can look it up when need be. So consume something of the heart.
I have consumed something of the heart, and I'm going to be introduced to the party because I have been rendered helpless. Far more than for an hour. I have been stretched upon an altar because someone most...
Oh, no, you don't get to do this for free before the start of... I mean, you do, but that's not going to count as a beat.
Wait, no, sorry. I thought these were 2 beats that we've already accomplished.
No. You communicate what you want to try and have happen during the session.
Oh! Fine, you know what?
Oh.
I'm glad that I asked, and I'll keep taking it.
Cool. Put it in the list.
Yep.
So this can be anything, or is there like
There is a list.
It's page 24 and 23.
Yep. And so, Kat, yours was forced, which means you do get the collateral minor thing. Once per session, when you would mark stress, allocate it instead to the nearest friendly target, PC or NPC, which is entirely like you.
Wait, what?
Page 23, bottom, forced calling gives you a minor ability.
Oh, does it really?
It does.
Wait. What? How? Where does it say that?
Are you on page
What?
23?
Yeah. Forced.
Forced.
Minor beats.
And then the second column?
Core, collateral.
Core legendary? What? Oh, core collateral, once per session. Oh, right. Then you would mark a stress allocated instead to the nearest friendly target. Nice.
Yep. So that you get, just add it to your list of abilities.
Of course I do.
And then look at the minor and major beats and pick 2 that you want to try and achieve during this game. I mean, you can also put Zenith beat there, but that would be optimistic.
Okay, I'm just fixing this because it's all a bit ridiculous. Core collateral. The nearest. So, all right. So I don't really have a lot of choice in who that goes to then. Okay. So one major, one minor?
No.
So I chose 2 minor, but I think that works just because I don't want my character to be super spotlighty. Choose 2 that you want to introduce your character this session.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Betray someone on account of your true nature.
So just to give you a general idea of what we're actually going to be doing, our adventure is going to be straightforward. You will be traveling through upper reaches of the city beneath. Okay. And I see. Yeah. Clarken has added a thing. Interact with an NPC who hates what you've done and witness firsthand the tragic extent of your failings.
Yeah. So two nice downbeats for us.
And my core is not yet. Your willpower, fueled with guilt, is legendary. Once per session, when you activate this ability, you do not suffer negative effects from blood or mind fallout for the remainder of the situation.
Nice.
Cat has received orders from your masters and invoke your master's
Receive
name
orders from your
to get what you
masters.
want.
Right. Uh-huh.
Just to clarify, your masters is in this case literally the Red King.
As far as I can tell.
Uh-huh.
Direct line, man. Direct line.
Okay, cool.
Literally feel it tug on my
Yeah,
little toe
no,
every time it happens. It's like
I definitely have been pressing. Definitely prescient.
Okay, and with that, I do believe the characters are ready to go.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
I feel unusually prepared.
That is fine.
Okay.
Okay. So, we will start our game with you three already have met each other and agreed to form a traveling group.
Oh, wow.
Hut
That was
is
bold.
a dangerous place.
That was fast.
Yes. You have probably met in Derelictus, which is the very bottom of Spire. And it is a dilapidated place, to say the least. And from there, you have ventured forth, looking for opportunities, looking for whatever will advance your goals. And so you travel down through tunnels, and there's still plenty of traces of people moving here. It's not entirely abandoned. There's, scraps here and there. There's footsteps echoing from somewhere. And I guess now would be a decent opportunity for you three to actually meet in character, so to say, to introduce each other.
Oh, what are your character names?
The unclaimed.
Jed.
I mean, clearly claimed, actually. Very much claimed. Do you want to check that? Okay.
Stop spoiling the surprise.
So what are you two down here for? Today.
What brings you here today?
Well, it's very simple, really. You know, I'm here because my masters have asked me to be here.
I'm
What
on a
do you
mission.
see?
This is a very nice place. I feel like it has a certain aura to it.
I am a traveling witch, and I can swear bonds between people. If you wish, we three can swear a bond for our travels today, so that we be more sure of each other. Wow, I'm just dropping into Lucy's lucky voice.
It's like, this sounds really familiar.
It really does.
I would try not to get this one killed.
All right, I can't use the voice. What would you have us swear?
Jed just kind of looks at you and just says, forming bonds is dangerous. Bonds just get broken.
Oh, God.
Indeed, Jed, they do. But if we swear our bonds, we will have some assurance that others who forswear them will be punished, and those who hew to them will be rewarded. And we know each other not. So by swearing these bonds, we may have a formation of trust.
Well, I'm not entirely sure how well my master take down the idea that I am actually swearing a bond with somebody else. I might have to run it past, the bureaucracy, as it were.
Oh, I certainly don't expect us to form permanent bonds.
Oh no, I get it's temporary.
We just look after each other's back. I see.
Would you care to swear to that? I would swear to that. While in the heart, we look after each other.
It's dangerous here.
It is
Numbers
dangerous
can help.
I literally cannot make this bond. This is the problem. I literally cannot do it. There is no way I can put myself in a position where I will
First thing
not.
Cat does is betray your god.
It's
I've created this character. Throw it away.
Well, I mean,
welcome to game. I'm just saying.
you can certainly
Someone
try to
says, "I
serve
want to be your friend."
multiple
I can't. I
masters.
really can't.
I cannot strike a bond of protection. I just can't, because if I get told to do something that's contrary to the party's wishes, I'll do it, and that's actually the problem.
Then what would you have us swear?
That's a good question.
I know,
What can we
right?
swear that will actually not break the bond with the Red God?
Just keep smiling. Ed says, deadpan.
Sorry.
Well, so as you're pondering that, a massive, and we're talking massive, like the size of a terrier rat, runs down the corridor straight towards you. And then it stops right a meter away from you and looks up at Dano. And speaks in a squeaky rat voice.
Of course it does.
Sister, I've been expecting you. Come. Come
Yeah, we
to
can-
the God of Corpses.
We can definitely make
Find
it back
me.
to kill all the rats.
Find me outside the Reeb Market. I have a request for you. And then it runs off. Unless you, of course, chase it.
No, I look to the other two.
Who is that?
A messenger from one of my sisters. A messenger. Wow, I'm falling into a certain.
Lucky is just, will stay with us forever.
Lucky has
There's a reason
opinions
I've
about
picked
this.
a character that's nothing like any character I've played before.
Oh no,
I
no,
can't-
this has got nothing like Lucky was. It's just, same universe, unfortunately.
A message from one of my sisters.
Well, we better go and see what they want.
Of course. If you two would follow me,
I'll follow.
I will
we
follow
proceed to the
you.
location. No cat.
Well, so the location, namely God of Corpses, is entirely on your way, which is fortunate.
It is.
And you've heard of this place, perhaps, because, again, it is relatively close to Derelictus, the city between. And so there's at least some knowledge of landmarks here. And, so it is a giant dead beast, seemingly entombed in the tunnels here. And
As one goes. Yep.
really, really giant.
Okay.
And in dying, it became a god of being a corpse. And there are lanterns here. And you can see where the god flesh begins, because around it there's like there are carvings on it, and there are people. Yeah, it's a place. You're just walking inside a dead creature.
Well, no, we are walking in a dead creature that has turned into a god. You know,
Down
it's
with
Tuesday.
it. That's fine. What ifs?
It is.
Yep. So on the inside, the flesh of this god has seemingly crystallized, and you in fact see some of the there's not many people, but here and there are some, and you can see one of them just on their knees, face towards the wall, licking it because it's too hard to chew off. A couple others are just using mind picks. I think we lost Cat.
Yeah.
What? No?
Wow, the camera dropped off.
Oh, really?
Magic internet, yes.
Yay.
But you hear the familiar bustle of voices coming from somewhere ahead of you. And as you go there is, well, this chamber is actually inside a hollowed out rib cage. And it's, maybe 50 meters across. And there are stalls set along the walls underneath the massive ribs. And yeah.
Cool. Let's have a
Cool.
look around.
Yep. Look around.
Yeah, so this is a ribcage market, and just to give you some insight into how heavens work, because this is heaven, there's people here, it is one of the few places of safety. There are haunts in them sometimes, which allow you to refresh stress in exchange for resources. So here this is a ribcage market, you could get supplies here. But to start with, you have plenty, that's not a problem. And in the back alleys, in like hollowed out limbs, you hear a couple of offers of just one of the local worshippers walking over to you and flashing a saw and a scalpel and a mind pick and services?
No, thank you.
None today, thank you.
We're well served.
He licks the bits of meat stuck on the saw.
Wow. That's dedication.
Yeah.
Not that I'm against randomly consuming objects. I am far, far, far not below that. But I'm just saying that, even I've got some standards.
Salt. Salt makes it better.
Yeah.
Well, that's why the God of Corpses has been realized, right? In his eternal wisdom, he's turned his body to salt. Salted meat.
There you
Forever.
go.
Sure. Yep.
Yep. But you were told to go somewhere outside the red market.
Yep.
And actually walking all the way through the God of Corpses, which is not that huge a place, really. Although just being inside this thing, you can't help but think of how massive it must have been while it was still alive.
Thank you.
Of course, one of the local worshippers will happily tell you that, oh no, it grows still.
Oh no, it grows still.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
Great.
It's totally fine.
One day, the entire world will be the God Corps.
One day. But today is not that day. But one day.
One day.
Someday.
Yeah. They are
They may never
mostly
come.
harmless, these nice
Yeah.
people.
They're so happy. Keep smiling.
Outside, there is. You have to blink and rub your eyes because, like 20 meters out, in this dark tunnel, you see immaculate lawn, you see a white picket fence, and inside is a two-story house, again painted white. Very nice. There's a mailbox. There's a road leading to it.
I recoil from this alien scene. This
I'm
scene,
cool with it.
this scene is outside my comprehension. Why is the ground covered in spikes?
And there's that massive rat you saw earlier, just kind of inside the fence, looking at you.
Is there some sort of path of safety in this sea of spikes?
There is.
He's going to lead us, I think.
Well, I mean,
follow-
there is a tiny gate that you unlatch. Just we don't
So-
reach over and like unhatch it.
I make the ceremonial sign of, which is a knock.
Well, so no one comes out to the fence. It's maybe 1 meter tall.
Is this not where your sisters reside? Why are you so worried about them?
One must follow politeness.
Sure. But surely you understand what is polite for your sisters. Shall we not go?
One must especially follow politeness for one's family. I know not what they may be in the middle of. Hello, the house!
The rat is clearly beckoning us. I say we go.
The front door of the house opens, and in it stands a pretty young woman in this kind of bell-like knee-high dress. It's red with black polka dots. She has curly white hair, and she looks very nice. Oh, come on in.
I open the gate and I accept the invitation. Because I'm a polite witch and I was invited inside.
Come, sister.
May
I follow.
we come to, please?
Of course, I made cookies.
Perfect. I love me a cookie. Let's go.
She, as you approach, she puts her face near to yours and does a mwah, mwah, sound.
Oh, darling, thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you for welcoming us to your beautiful home. I would love one of your cookies. Is it an occult cookie by any chance? Can I take 10? That's like an automatic thing, isn't it? It's made by a witch. It's going to be a cult. Like that's that's how this shit works.
They're simply magical.
Well, sweetie, these are just cookies, but I can, of course, make special ones for you.
We need to talk.
Give me your recipe.
And you're led into a brightly lit kitchen. There seems to be like sunlight lit kitchen. It's bright everywhere.
I check my wrappings.
Yeah. You're fine. You're fairly certain you're still inside the heart, deep underground. Because yes, drow are deathly allergic to sunlight. They've been cursed. And there's nice wooden furniture. And she pulls out of the oven a tray of cookies and just sets it before you.
Why, thank you, sister. And I gnaw on a cookie with my tooth. They're probably soft cookies.
I too take some cookies.
There are dark chips in them. You hope that it is chocolate. It's probably not.
I'm down with it, no matter what it is. It sounds amazing.
I just hold my hand up and I do not take a cookie.
Okay.
Are the cookies gnomish?
Oh, they are delicious.
Do you know what I'm getting the feeling? I'm getting the real feeling that Jed was actually a survivor as in Red Row. He was there. He saw what happened. He was left.
Yeah. He knows better than to accept drinks from strangers.
Like, look what happened to Red Row.
I mean, you are more or less in the gingerbread house. Let's be clear about that.
Yeah. We are absolutely in the middle of I love it. What could possibly go right?
Yes, so in case I'm not quite convenient, I'm going for this kind of 50s America
Yes.
aesthetics here.
Yes.
And maybe 10 minutes in, she'll say, "Oh, how silly of me. I'm Florence, by the way."
Name's Jed.
You speak to the unclaimed.
It is a pleasure to meet you all. And of course, I know my sister Dana. Well, I have asked you to come here because I have a request. And I will, of course, compensate you for your troubles. You see, I have been stricken down recently in the city between. And I've come down here to recuperate, to restore my strength. And I would like to enlist your help in hastening this process. You see, there is a precious vial that I've heard of that contains pure iridescent heart blood that would serve me quite well. And so I would love for you to go and obtain it for me.
Are you not worried about a witch taking this heart blood for themselves? Why would you not do this quest yourself?
I would compensate you, and I am currently unable to leave this place, my home.
Of course, sister. Anything for family.
And of course I would trust Dano not to betray our familial bonds.
Of course.
In fact, how would you like to make a deal about this? A proper bond, so to say.
Of course, sister. I would be delighted.
You're not the only one who can have that.
One of the famous bonds. I'm looking forward to seeing how this works.
Someone wants to make a bond? Please, yes.
I would love to see how this is done.
Sister, what is the wording that you would like to stay?
Bring me back the iridescent heart's blood.
Untainted. I'm being helpful.
So the bond is to bring Florence back the heart's blood in exchange for...
I will reward you. I have valuables. You can pick the rewards when you come back.
A valuable of your choosing. There you go. Boom.
Mechanically speaking, a D8 resource for each of you of chosen domain, because they have domains.
Put that down. You will get 1d8 results.
And so it's a nice thing, whatever you choose.
So, sister, perhaps I shall bring you that. We agree that I bring you back the heart's blood in exchange for fair rewards. I would swear to that.
She puts in front of each of you a cup of cocoa and says, there's just one thing that you will need to do, and it is add a drop of your own blood to this mixture.
This is just to the witch, right? Not to me.
No, he just said like each of us.
If you wish to have the reward, yes, a cup just like that.
Yeah. So,
Not like
Daimos says, dear sister, could I conduct this ritual for us? For I fear my gifts are more fortuitous.
Okay, you know what? That does sound like compel plus occult, doesn't it?
Can I assist?
Please do.
How?
Ow.
Yes, how do you assist?
Oh, how do I assist? I assist by helping to compel the witch to allow her
What
to
do you
actually.
say?
Oh, it says, well, I too am very curious as to see this bond. We have been discussing it much on the road, and I would dearly love to see how Dana actually conducts this within her own particular purview. If she is going to have one with us, then we must see how it is done.
Sure. So, rules for assistance are very simple.
I have compel.
Yep, you assist, that's nice, give an extra die, you risk the same stress that the character you're assisting would get if they fail.
That's fine. I want the
So
stress.
I have compel,
Yep.
occult, and mastery. Because
What is
Are we
your
in a,
mastery?
are we in a cursed place?
no, I'm using the occult domain. So I'm using compel the skill,
Yep.
occult,
Yes.
and I have mastery from blood
Okay.
because I'm communicating with a fellow witch.
Yes.
So
Are
that's
we in
five.
are we in a cursed place though?
No.
No.
So
That's
cursed places are actively hostile.
Okay.
This only has cookies.
Yes. So far,
It is
it's...
hostile to our teeth.
Yes.
And delicious hot chocolate. Like
So,
I'm
for the record, right, God of Corpses, that place kind of outside, has domains of heaven and religion.
All right. So how many dice? And what sort of test?
Just regular challenging test. And
Challenging on 5 dice because cats help.
yep, that sounds about right.
first roll of the game.
What do we get? We get a 7, which is a success at a cost. Very good. Well, it's going to be a small amount of stress. Oh, actually, no, we will go with D4 stress.
Yep. To which stat?
Oh my god, I need to turn the 3D dice off.
That was the first thing I
thank you,
did.
Kat. Thank you, Mikhail. You 4 stretch.
Yep.
Yep.
So, do you have...
One of my characters.
This will be, of course, the... what stresses do we have?
Blood, echo, mind, fortune, and supplies.
Echo. You have protection 1, so you will
Yep.
take 1 less stress.
Great.
So add 3 stress there.
Yep.
And then I will roll a d12. Well, I might as well roll it here, because in here we roll d12s,
Yeah.
to see if you suffer fallout. You don't.
Hooray.
So she smiles and nods and says, "But of course, dearest sister, Let us
Does
do
Cat
the...
get the same stress?
Yes.
Yeah. So, but I don't have protection, so I should get 4 stress.
You
shouldn't
get 4 stress to occult, and I will explain why shortly. And I will roll for fallout for you.
to a cult.
Occult is into stress.
Echo, yes, sorry.
Ah,
No, you don't suffer fallout either.
Hooray!
So you watch closely as the 2 witches...
Oh, now I actually have to roll to cast the stupid thing, by the way.
Please do.
All right.
the players can keep 3D dice on. It's just the DM that's got to take it off. So I've got mine on because I love watching the dice roll across the screen.
So, so this is between my sister and. So step 1 is. Okay, so my ability of Crucible has triggered. Before you cast a spell from this class, you may roll a d6. If it is equal to or under your current Echo stress, clear that much stress from Echo, and roll with Mastery next time you cast a spell from this class.
So you clear 1 stress, and you roll
Clear
with
1
Mastery.
stress. Yep. So I will do... So stress is down to 2. And now I'm going to use Blood Bonding. So I'm rolling Compel plus Occult to cast this on my sister and myself.
And you get Mastery, so you get 4 dice.
Yep.
Now roll it. That is a success.
Hooray!
Awesome.
So we both swear that I shall bring Lawrence back Heart's Blood in exchange for fair rewards.
Yep.
And this is a very literal thing.
Yep. You...
I'll stick this into foretelling. And so for me, it's important because, so let me talk about blood bonding. You mix your blood with the blood of the subject, binding them to their roll compel. They are blood bound by the exact wording of an agreement that you have both spoken aloud. At the end of each session, they break the terms of their agreement. They mark D8 stress. The bond is nullified when one or both of the members of the bond die, or the agreement is considered complete. But once per situation, when the subject attempts to carry out the agreement, they may roll Mastery.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
See, Kat? There's a carrot for you.
I know. I just don't know how well, the Red King's going to take this because I've just got to be really careful with how I word this, and I haven't figured out what I'm going to do yet. Because I cannot do anything that will disrupt that, because what will end up happening, of course, is that we'll make a bond and immediately I'll get told to do something that's going to be contrary to the bond. It's just going to happen.
Of course it'll happen.
So I've just got to be careful with how it's worded.
How about you simply have a bond to do everything I tell you to do? Golden,
that
right?
doesn't work.
Easy.
So, as you mix your...
Or you have to tell me before you betray me?
That I can do.
Unfortunately, that's not particularly useful.
Knife in the front policy. We can absolutely have a bond.
Yeah, except that then you only get the roll with Mastery when betraying me.
I'm just saying it's going to happen. So we may as well actually just get it out on the table.
No. No, I am not giving you...
I see no problems with this whatsoever.
I am not giving you bonuses to betray me. As accurate and as prescient as that would be,
you just said that there was a carrot involved in this. Like, are you going to deny me the carrot now?
Yes. Yes, I will.
The 2 witches mix their blood in a cup of delicious cocoa, and in fact, as they drink it, people who took echo stress, which would be Dan Claimed and Dano, just for a split second, these nice candy-colored surroundings, they flicker.
Yes.
And you see Florence, like this white apron that she wears, it turns into bandages, and her body seems to be just slabs of meat barely held together by them. The entire surroundings are just blood dripping off the ceiling. Everything is stained by it. The cookies, those black chips, there's something wiggling in them.
I'm still down with this. Like,
Yes.
that's fine.
And then it's back to normal.
No, let's be clear. That was normal. Now it's back to this weird alien.
Uh-huh.
Weird illusion. I love it.
Because I have no context for 50s America.
Good. And now...
I have perfect context for 50s America.
Now that our bargain is made, here is what I know. The vial is for sale at the Red Market. And I have the closest thing to a map one can get here so that you can find your way there and back. Let's see if we can manage this. Boop.
Oh, you have indeed
yes.
anticipated this.
Yes. So, you are here in the God of Corpses. Or thereabouts. And so from there, you will need to travel by the labyrinth. Don't go in, of course. And then towards the sump station, and finally further below into the Red Market itself.
It would be such a pity if we accidentally stumbled into the labyrinth.
Yes, yes, it would be.
Accurate. Try to avoid.
An accurate pity.
Oh, man.
Bad things are, in fact, bad.
Oh, my God. See, people keep telling me this. And
We'll
I
just go right here.
Yeah, that is precisely the plan. So, here is my payment that you will give to the merchant. She puts a heavy bag of just that it clinks. There's probably coins and other miscellaneous things. Right on D12, Heaven Occult for the bag of valuables.
Yep, I will note that on my character sheet, Kat.
Just one, please. Just one somewhere.
Yep. So it's D12 bag of valuables, Haven.
Heaven Occult.
We will have enough money to buy this thing. I'll make sure that we do. And then we'll compel the living hell out of that guy to give it to us.
Yup.
Even if I have to invoke my master's name.
No,
Which may scare the living crap out of both of you, actually, when that happens.
Sure. Okay. Oh, that's why it's being so touchy.
So, go there, get it, bring it back, and you'll get paid. And you'll have my thanks.
So easy.
How lovely, dear sister.
What could
Sounds
possibly
easy
go wrong?
enough.
Do you have any blessings for us before? Well, actually, my friends, Jed and the.
Yep.
Or do you go by Miss Unclaimed?
The.
Do you wish to join in on this oath? It is of limited time.
The cocoa is still warm.
Jed doesn't say a word, he just pricks his finger and puts a drop in.
All right. And
And then you have to drink it.
yeah.
He drinks it.
Yep, cool.
Do I have to roll again?
No, it's the same spell.
Oh, good. Okay,
We'll go with the same spell. It makes sense.
good. So me, Jed, the.
Do I
Are
get-
you-
No,
Psych-
I'm not doing it.
All right.
No, you don't even get.
Do
a
I
weird
get
reason.
psychedelic death because I don't have any? This place is lovely.
All right. So we know who the cursor sudden but inevitable betrayal is going to be aimed at.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Look, it's coming for you. Okay, you know it's there. You know it's
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
It's
very,
not even
very
sudden,
clear.
honestly. It's
No, it is certainly inevitable. All right. So Jed and I go out on.
You've dropped off a bit. Sorry. Say again.
Jed and I go along on our quest, and we bring along.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep, that sounds
I'm,
like a
I'm
plan.
just I'm just there for the sightseeing, really.
Yep.
It's been so long since I've been down to tier 2 in the heart. I just really want to go there. You know.
Well, so your bags are full of supplies.
They sure are.
You have a mission. You even have something like a map.
We have never had a map before. I feel very.
Yeah, so maps in the heart are very, very strange and
Rare.
unreliable because landmarks move around just a bit. And some of the, especially as you get
Silly right now.
deeper, some of the places are not there because people think they should be there. What this means is, as you are about to go traveling between two landmarks, I will be rolling a d4 secretly, because that's what the thing says. That's the distance between two places. And that's how many random events will happen along the way.
Holy crap! Really?
Yes.
Map. Borges has no place here.
Wow.
And, okay, let me consider just for a moment what I just rolled. Well,
It makes like, do I even have that many encounters lined up?
I have
Yeah.
no
It's like,
encounters.
how did I roll a 50?
51, like really?
It was a d4, come on.
Why are these numbers squirming around? Why is the game out here?
It's okay. Maximum 16 encounters, and then we have to go back. 32 encounters prepared.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you head out, and up here it's still, stone tunnels. And they slope gently down, but, it branches, it twists and turns the path of yours. And then you hear ahead of you voices. It is not uncommon, but also kind of rare to meet people in these dark pathways.
Are they just like human voices?
Well,
Or
Well,
common? It's common being spoken.
Drow.
It's not like drow. Yep.
yeah.
I try to listen.
You get just snatches of voices. They sound excited. It sounds like there's a heated argument there.
Right.
But yeah, you can't really tell what it is.
Jed, do you have ideas?
So you've been traveling down this tunnel, and there hasn't been like a branch leading away from it in the last half an hour.
Right.
Are the voices from a separate branch than where we're
No,
headed,
just
or are they like?
Dead ahead of you. They're
Dead
just
ahead.
around the corner.
Let's just walk straight up
Not
to
the
them.
corner, but like the curve.
Yeah, we're on the path. I'm
Yeah.
happy just continuing.
Let's do it.
Avoid them if be.
Yep.
People gonna argue.
We don't make excessive noise, but we also don't
Draw attention to ourselves.
draw attention to ourselves.
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say like we're being stealthy. We're just like, pardon me.
Okay. Well, so you are. You see them ahead of you, and for just a moment there, you think that you must have gotten turned around because there's this. The tunnel is again surrounded by something big, red, and wet. But it is in fact wet and dripping. And wiggling. And,
Cool.
So they appear to be in the process of nailing a person into a wall. And then they all turn to you, everyone other than the person being nailed into the wall.
Good.
That person has other issues at the moment.
Yep.
And-
Yep.
Worshippers!
Do tell us.
Welcome to the true god of corpses.
Go on.
What are your offerings? Looking around just a bit
Fire.
more. So they somehow got a cow into here and they splayed it open and they just put it on. They have like a small zoo and they like patchwork growing this place. Did you come to join the congregation?
No.
We would know more, so that we may spread the word of the false god to the unbelievers.
The false god from which you came.
The false god that is known to the heart. For if none serve as your missionaries, then none can know of your god.
Oh. But, okay. They confer. And would you like to make let's see here, a compel plus religion roll, eh?
Yeah, I'm backing him up.
How are you backing him up? It's not enough to send him around and nod vigorously.
No, I'm going to back him up with compel. Basically say, yes, don't kill everybody.
Oh, but how do we know that you're the true believers? Come, taste His Majesty.
Okay.
So there's like a rotting carcass of a cow that they lead you to.
My tooth has had worse.
Okay. Well, do make...
Does it count as a cult?
No, this is religion. It's not very good religion
Did I
either.
take the one that lets me eat? No, I didn't. I took back.
No. So this is compel plus religion?
Yes.
With cat helping?
Yes.
Yeah, with compel.
Challenging?
Yeah. I mean, there's like half a dozen of these crazed worshippers. Yeah. Okay, a success at a cost. I think we will go with the cost being cost to your blood because, oh my god, rotting meat.
Yep.
And so both of you are forced to consume it.
Yay.
And Jed is once again just standing a bit to the side, kind of awkwardly.
Playing bodyguard.
Yep. Okay, so stress for Dana. 2 blood. Stress for...
Can I cast collateral at this point?
So, remind us how it works.
Okay, once per session, when you would mark stress, allocate it instead to the nearest friendly target.
Okay, so the nearest friendly target would be either Jed or
Because
Dana.
I'm just saying, I think Jed needs a bit of stress right at this
Oh,
point.
and I'm definitely putting distress So I'm also using, and so I'm allocating this stress to Echo.
Okay.
So I'm allocating 5 stress to Echo.
Uh,
So therefore 4.
when you take a stress to non-echo resistance, put it in echo. Yeah, that sounds right. There is an interesting question for the wording here, whether you take...
Sorry, you broke up. Say
Yeah.
again.
I see an interesting question for the rules here, whether you take
Yep.
the stress before or after protection is applied. But let's be nice and interpret it that way, that you apply protection.
And so basically what happens is this aura of power surrounds the meat as it's going into my mouth. And for the briefest of moments, it looks like a chocolate chip cookie.
Nice. Okay. And then I will roll for Fallout for
Look like
both of you. Actually, I should be rolling it there. Yes. So, for Brian...
So I took 6 blood.
We'll go with this result. I assume it still did 1d12, not 1d121.
That's fine. It still triggers fallout.
No, it doesn't. You're fine.
Oh, no, because we rolled above. Yep.
Yeah. And yes, Glycan, you took 6 stress to blood as sudden... Well, actually...
No. Not Glycan. Glycan is not participating in this charade. I believe it's
He is now because
taking...
no. Well, I'm taking it, but I'm giving it to
Right. Oh, right.
Yes.
Jed.
So, I think fundamentally it
I'm
is...
being screwed.
Yes, not a magic ability. It is a... No, there's collateral damage. You push Jed face first into the cow, saying, here, we are very devout.
Just take me and just be like, here, it's yours.
Yeah, it's not a magic ability.
So I took 6, was cats?
Yep. 6 blood stress. If you have any protection, apply it.
I believe I do.
And we are all good and Fallout at the...
Yay! See, you're fine.
Okay. So, they seem to be satisfied with this show of devotion. The person being nailed into the wall kind of whimpers at you plaintively.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
Keep smiling.
That's right. Keep smiling.
Now, here is a thing. When you are walking these paths, you can try and nail down the road so that it will stay the same. To do that, at each location like this that you encounter, for the entirety of your journey, you must make a check to symbolically solidify this place as part of the route. It is kind of entirely up to you how you describe this, and that will determine what dice you roll. So, it like an example there being Vermisian Knight literally nailing rail spikes into the ground, or do a ritual.
Yeah. So my echo's feeling a little tapped out, so I'm going to allow you two to decide whether or not you wanna.
So to be clear, it is entirely optional.
But of course, missionaries or rather, cultists are fairly benign, especially since we've already
Done their thing.
pacified them.
Also, even if you nail down this route, next time you pass here, it may not be cultists at all. Nail down route means there's only one event on the way.
Oh, so we're not saying save count. We're saying
this is a known path now.
We know our path to get there and get back.
Yeah.
Which seems smart to have there only be one event.
Yeah.
So, would you care to have the honors?
Yeah, absolutely. So what do I roll?
Tell me what
describe
you do.
Describe how you reif this route.
Okay, so I start like going through my backpack, and there's like all kinds of crap just kind of like flickering out as I'm sort of doing it because and a lot of ink for some reason. I don't know why, but there's at least 14 little sort of like multicolored ink pots. And every time I see one hit the ground, I very quickly wrap it back up again and put it back deeper in my pouch.
Right, so you totally don't have a problem.
But I definitely do find like the faded back skin of an old rabbit that I caught on the road somewhere, God knows where. But the skin is actually good enough for me to be able to mark a map down, and I just start sketching out a nice path with a particular bottle of ink on this leather that just sinks it in perfectly, so at least we know, and it's not going to get destroyed that easily.
I like to think that you do have like good parchment in your bag, but you just shove it aside and pull out a rabbit instead.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, she absolutely has. Well, she even has rabbit, but nah.
So it sounds like you're doing discern because that plus wild to do this.
Discern.
In general, that is a common skill for this kind of thing.
Sorry, you're breaking up. Say again.
It is a common skill for this kind of a thing.
To look around. Yeah. And what domain is this?
Well, I chose wild because, rabbit. But I honestly, a lot of different ones. Religion would be easy because this is a religious place.
And you're not going to let me use a cult, are you?
Not with your description.
Not with your description, exactly correct.
Okay, well, I've got discern, so that's all right. What does this make it, a dangerous roll?
No, it's challenging, but only with 2 dice.
Correct.
All right. He gets nothing.
What do you know?
Fuck you, cat.
And you now have on the inside of the rabbit's skin, a map leading from God of Corpses to this place and beyond.
Yay!
Awesome. So, you've succeeded at this leg of the journey. If you do it throughout the entire journey, you nail it down. Jed. So it took you a while, because he's barely recognizable and out of the uniform. But that man up on the wall there sure is a hound.
No.
Yep.
Have we already gone past?
No, you're still
Because
there.
Buzz busy
I'm
sketching.
scribbling. I'm scribbling on a rabbit skin, man. You're just
And the worshippers are busy stitching him into the canvas.
I look up at him and do I recognize him personally or just recognize him as a hound?
You've seen him around. You probably even know his name. What is his name?
Yep.
Ned.
You get to create your own nightmare here. This is a good thing, but okay.
Okay. So Ned is up there. He doesn't recognize you. He just whimpers softly as much as he can at this point.
I try and discreetly get his attention and just try and find out what happened.
Sorry, let me just repeat this back.
Just so we're clear.
the current object of worship being stitched into a wall of bloody flesh. You are trying to discreetly get their attention to have a quiet chat.
So how did you end up in this place?
So, funny
What brought you here?
So, good news is,
Fair.
if you want to
Again,
consider
yesterday
this good news,
afternoon.
Ned doesn't appear to have grievous wounds. Right?
What is is he crucified to the wall of? It's just
A bit.
what's holding him?
He's railroad spikes through a couple of limbs, just holding him there, and now he's being stitched into the larger canvas. So if you were to get him down, you could drag him to heaven. Right? He hasn't suffered mortal wounds yet. And it'll probably take him days here to die.
How many occultists are there?
2.
No, there's about six of them. They don't seem terribly dangerous.
That is more than 2. They don't seem terribly what?
They don't seem terribly dangerous. Like they barely have any weapons on them. But at the same time, they took Ned down somehow.
Push to talk. I don't do anything now. You said it would, by the looks of it, it would take a couple days before he would.
I mean, they will be very unpleasant days.
Oh yes,
and this
course.
Being hot,
this is an unpleasant area.
It's not clear if it will be days or even months. Honestly, like things are weird. Things will get weirder as you go deeper.
Like I would almost want to go forth. Yeah, and come back for him later. Tell him to keep smiling today.
You said in a very quiet aside, would you like me to make something to ease his pain permanently?
Ooh, I don't like that wording.
Or just to ease his pain?
Easing this... Okay. By what means do you plan to ease his pain?
We have some pretty hardcore drugs.
Jed nods.
Then I'll need you to distract the cultists. Let me make up the smell filter first, and you may do as you will so that I may give it to him.
I go up to the cultists.
And, sorry, mechanically, I'm just going to say that I task, so that it's one roll to resolve. The whole thing works.
So you broke up a bit. Do you mind
I'm assisting in Jed's task, so I'm adding mend to it rather than multiple rolls.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Jed, you're distracting the worshippers?
Yes.
Just engaging them in friendly conversation?
About the dead cow that you just ate, maybe.
Yeah, I was questioning what I ate, but like with an interest, like a fake interest of just like it made me believe.
Oh, okay. So that's
tell me more.
Very happy to engage in
keep smiling. Talk to me.
Yes. The flesh of the true god of corpses, of course. I would like you to make a compel plus religion roll, because that sure is what you're doing, and you get +1 die from Dano
assistance.
Actually doing the important thing, I guess. And
so,
would you like to step in somehow?
I will absolutely assist. I will be there with my interpretive dance behind him, really acting out the full
which is
expression
just
of his
as well,
belief.
because I don't think Jet has either compel or religion.
I have nothing.
Right. So
the entire party is about to eat.
I am here to survive physical damage.
Yeah, that was your first mistake. Kat and I don't do physical damage.
We just fuck with people's heads and then they die.
Very good.
Often each other.
So, by my count, you get 3 dice, because 2 people assist you.
Okay. And is it challenging?
Yep. Yeah, I'll tell you if it gets risky or dangerous. For the most part, it's going to be challenging. Okay.
6.
Nice, good. Yes. A success at a cost. Wonderful.
My poor stress.
So,
Well, that is always gentle.
I mean, it's a success. So you get precisely what you bargained for, and yes, while Jed and the Unclaimed engage the worshippers in conversation, in just asking them to preach,
Yeah.
Dano manages to tell us, what do you do?
So, I know that Jed will want to return here, so I work a little bit of my blood into the filter.
Mhm.
And so I make a potion wrapped in a pill.
So your blood, do you have like
Yeah.
an open wound that seeps? Because
Yes, of course.
Constantly.
yeah, okay,
I'm a disfigured witch.
yes,
And actually, so what I do is I use one of the teeth that's clearly inappropriate for my own mouth as the pill container, and so I stuff some diverse ungulates into the tooth, cap it with my own blood, and then sneak it to Ned.
okay. Sounds good. Now, for stress, let's start with Jet. And I think this, for Jet and the Unclaimed, it will be mind stress, because you're listening to these deranged people talk about making their own God of Corpses better than the other God of Corpses.
God of Corpses 2.0. Here's
So you take 2
Now-
mind stress.
Question for the mechanics question. Is the Fallout roll total stress or just stressed in the specific...
It will be
Thing.
total stress.
So it would be the 6 plus the 2
Yes.
from the blood stress earlier? Okay. My keep smiling ability says that the first time I take mind stress in a situation, I don't get a roll.
Nice. So you'll be fine.
Keep smiling.
Yep. Smile and nod to the cultists. Yes.
like it is so appropriate. You are aggressively fact nodding.
Yep. Okay. So then Claimed also takes 2 mind stress, minus whatever protection you might have, which is none. And we will deal with Fallout rolls in a second. And everyone gets 2s.
Yay!
That's amazing.
Then we'll roll.
What do I take my stress to, please?
Oh. Let us.
Yeah, what do I take my stress to?
Oh, you take stress to mind, Cat?
To what mind?
Yes.
Again, for the nattering of cultists.
And I think, Brian, you will take stress to supplies, because,
Yep.
you know, you have limited amount of these nice teeth, and you probably had to add something
Yeah.
into the mix. Now, let's roll for Fallout. So we're skipping Jet, because he is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
With the Unclaimed, your total stress is 6, and roll the 7, so you're fine.
Oh no, I'm about to pop.
You might.
It was one tooth too many.
So it's worse. You have 8 stress total, and I rolled a 5. So now I get to scroll up a bit in my nice PDF and see
Here to
what.
find teeth, not use teeth, is that?
So you suffer an echo fallout,
Yep.
major echo fallout.
Fuck.
You'll be fine. Come on,
He's
PDF.
so confident.
So I'm gonna go ahead and part of what's happening as you find it.
Yep.
It turns out that incorporating one's blood into a filter designed to integrate with the flesh of a god. Shocking news is a bad.
It's a terrible idea.
And so as my blood is absorbed into the flesh of a nascent god, as numbing as the pain is to Ned, well,
Okay, so this is just bloody perfect. As far as
Bloody perfect.
yes, boom. Your major fallout is meat. Everyone is just meat to you, dull, worthless, soulless. Anytime you enter a situation where you must talk to a mundane NPC for an extended period of time, GM can call for an endure roll. On a failure, take d6 stress. If you're intimate with a mundane NPC, take d10 stress on a failure.
When does this go away? Out of idle.
So, fallouts don't go away on their own. When you would refresh, you can forego refreshing certain amount of stress in order to get rid of a fallout.
Okay, so it's not that dissimilar to the main game then.
Well, no. In the main game, generally, fallout happens, and then that's it. It's gone.
Okay.
What? No.
No.
Well, the narrative impact might be felt, but here
But this is calling for stress every time I. Awesome. And does my stress go away at least?
it is halved, so you clear 4 stress.
So it doesn't go away.
And the other thing you need to know about fallouts is you can have as many minor and major fallouts as it makes sense to us. But at my leisure, I can choose to combine 2 minor fallouts into a major one, or 2 major ones into a critical fallout. And critical fallouts generally are character ending. So it is both nicer and meaner to us.
So let's just be really clear. We are an hour and 53 minutes into the game, and I am halfway to character death.
Oh,
No, a fourth.
you could be, right? If I just was straight up out to kill you. But the whole point is it is left for me to ramp up the pressure and only kill you when it makes sense.
I am halfway to an ambiguous character death.
Yes, sure.
Was this
Right, so
a
I'm on
major
track.
fallout?
Yeah, I'm on major, not minor.
Yeah, so put it in. And,
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So you can leave now. Like you've done everything there was to do here.
Excellent.
And
we proceed
then I
on
have
before I
think
melt
a question, yes, to Jet. Because, so right now you have this hope that you will come back and save Ned. That, you'll go and do everything you want and then come back with help, maybe with, more friends.
You're cutting out.
You hope that you will come back here in a couple of days with maybe more hounds, with like whatever forces you can muster, and save Ned, right? But you also kind of realize that that's unlikely. So I think to you, I give an option. You can witness firsthand the tragic extent of your failings. Just accept that it's a false hope. That Ned is gone. That you're never going to find this place again, even if you were to walk back, like trace back your steps. That you've left him dying.
We have
again.
the rabbit mat.
Or you could hold on to hope. Because if that was one of your story beats, was it not, that you chose for this game? So if you accept that you have failed yet another comrade in arms, you will get a minor advance out of it, essentially. And angst.
So much stress. I accept the fact that we helped him ease pain a little bit. I accept the fact that we're not actually going there, or not actually going to come back and help him or find him as much as I want to.
Cool.
I accept my minor beating.
Yeah, that is a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Okay, and so we have done that thing. And which means at the end of the game you'll get a minor advance. And isn't that lovely? And onwards you go, and you leave the false god of corpses behind. Or maybe the true one, who can tell? And luckily for you, we only have one event on our way.
Wow. We only have
Hooray.
one.
Which means that let us
We're totally fine, is what this is,
Yeah.
mark this Does it work? No. Yes. So this is an established path now. Go away. And so when you go back, it will only be one event here again. But now you are approaching the labyrinth. You can tell because there are bricks just corralling you in, and then you turn around, and then there's like more, like another wall and an archway. And yeah. This is the labyrinth.
Are in the labyrinth.
Well, you've approached it, yes.
Okay. So then, now what?
Well, you need to get through it to the other side.
I mean, point of order.
Yes.
Is this actually a labyrinth?
Do
or
we
is this
have
a
to go
maze?
through it?
You have some idea about how it came to be.
So it's a maze then.
I don't actually know the technical difference between the two.
Labyrinth is a winding single passage that twists and turns on itself and may or may not
Contain a minotaur.
A maze is differentiated by branching passages at nodes that may or may not have a single path to the exit.
So this is a maze because it is, surprise, surprise, made by crazed people. Labyrinthines are obsessed with turning their surroundings into a maze, a labyrinth. And if it's just one labyrinthine, they'll, stack boxes in their kitchen and hide in a cardboard. Here there's about 150 of them.
Right.
And so they just walk in tirelessly. Yes, thank you for that note.
Hey, this is what you get when you play. We care about our names.
Uh-huh.
Ned. The.
Of course we care about our names. How dare you suggest otherwise?
We never said that they were good, but we do care about them.
We care about them
Goodness
very
is a
deeply.
different criterion entirely.
One does not simply speak to the unclaimed. This is...
Okay, so we're facing a social a maze constructed by rather more markedly insane.
They
Do we
are.
know what their norms are?
Sorry?
Do we know what their norms are? Like,
Make the maze.
okay, so they don't actually care about.
They don't mind if, well, by and large, they're not known to be aggressive. Or they don't mind if you pass through. They don't mind if you get lost either.
Right. Well, this is what chalk is for. So we take out chalk, and we take out some wax boards, and we start noting positional information on chalk on the boards, so that we have a graph of the maze.
We make landmarks as we go through.
Are you sure you just don't want me to bring out some rabbit skin? Because we can totally do this.
So the benefit of a wax board is that it's erasable. Sorry, when I say wax board, I just trot out the term.
I know what a wax board is.
Oh, yes, of course. All right. For those of us who aren't aficionados of history.
I know what a wax board is, yes.
Okay, fine, we're good. Carry on. I mean, I don't need to explain it if we all know what I'm talking about. So we proceed to map the maze.
Okay. Well, would you like to make a, I think, discern plus Warren roll as you
No.
navigate forward?
I would not like to do that. No.
I will.
Would someone who's at all capable of navigating mazes like to do this?
I will absolutely roll discern. Can I? I actually want to roll discern plus compel to compel the maze to tell me which way I should go.
Well,
You just whisper to the walls.
Whisper, no, presence. I do this.
Unfortunately,
Maze, we will have a conversation.
so I note that Jed has as a domain.
I have warrants, yes. Am I able to assist
Yes.
Am I able to assist with domains as well as skills?
Yes.
Now, is this
So I'm
place
able
cursed?
to.
No,
No,
this is a warrant.
It's warrant.
Oh, come on.
We will get to cursed places eventually. You will wish we didn't.
Also, Kat, the only has in domains. You may want to update that if you have additional things
Oh, that's right.
like
No.
compel and cursed.
Oh, are they domains?
Well, compel is a skill in cursed, but you need to update that at the top so we don't get.
Yep.
All right. So
unclaimed.
I don't. You know what? I am not helping in terms of the skills. I'm just taking notes.
Yes. Whereas unclaimed and Jed are trying to navigate by their powers combined.
Yep. Great. Awesome. Full marks.
I think that's it. All right. So, what am I rolling?
You are rolling discern plus warren, plus 1 die from Jed's help.
So, challenging
Yes.
Yep.
with 3 dice.
Challenging 3.
4 dice.
You have discern, so 3 dice. I count.
Actually,
Yes.
Am I a master of the warrens?
well, no. It's more that we are doing something
Of the warrant.
that counts as directly accomplished. So I believe that Jed would be rolling with mastery on this.
Ooh.
Okay, so I guess Jed is the one navigating, and
I'm
unclaimed is
assisting.
assisting. Cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Roll
so
away.
challenging 4 dice.
That's it. Success at a cost.
Yay! I'm not helping.
You're not helping.
That's how I felt, and then I got my head forced into a cow.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, dear.
And it got you valuable information. I honestly don't understand what you're so worried about.
Cat.
So we will go with
Seriously.
it's like stress to your
Everyone's just so precious
fortune
these days.
because it is very applicable here. It is how lucky you are while navigating this maze. How many dead ends do you stumble upon?
Of course, our luck takes damage because. Yeah, no, that makes complete sense. That makes complete sense.
So
Our luck takes damage.
stress
I'm
for
down.
Ned is just 1 to fortune, and stress for Cat is 4 to fortune.
To fortune.
Yes. Because a lot of fortune fallouts are you took a wrong turn.
All right.
So then,
Also, I'm going to. Okay.
let's see if we get any fallouts. Somehow, Ned continues not to suffer a fallout.
Wow, Ned.
Keep smiling. This is Jed, not Ned.
Jed, sorry.
Ned is very much continuing to suffer.
Yes.
So are we creating the tradition that all of your hound friends have Ed as their?
Oh, if you ask me to name a
100%.
hound,
Yeah.
Yep. All right, they're all Eds. Got it. The hounds of Ed.
Oh, man.
Okay, whereas, yes, the unclaimed certainly suffers a fallout. Now, how are we doing for stress? Oh, yeah, it'll be a fortune major fallout. Give me a second to find one.
Can I what? Sorry?
Give me a second to find the appropriate one, because there are a couple of options that I'm already liking.
In that case, I will be right back.
Oh God.
Sure.
You realize that one of the rabbits you nailed had your lucky rabbit's foot. You are no longer.
No. I probably ate it. Honestly, like that's what my character does. It's like, we're rolling with this. It's fine.
Is this paper or food?
It is what it is. Down the hatch. People are so precious these days. I do not understand. Oh.
That's one thing that I love about playing Stardew Valley is when they just take a whole egg and just toss it in the air and just like that was the entire egg.
Oh.
Okay. Yep, I like this. Let's just wait for Brian to come back.
This makes me feel like it's very ominous.
Well, so as you navigate the maze, you hear shuffling sounds from behind you. And when you turn, there's a few drow and like a stray human furiously sweeping with brooms the chalk away.
Yeah.
And the person ahead of them has actually horns, 2 sets of them. And then you look and realize that they're just kind of implanted, stuck under their skin just a bit.
Is this what we get from switching from the Yellow King to the Red King? Like,
Yes.
is this revenge?
And so this elder labyrinthine points a finger at you and in brain voice declares, "Defile us!
A little bit.
You have dared to create a map of the unmappable."
Actually.
Yep.
I think you need to redefine
kind of the
unmappable
plan.
though, because again,
So-
this is pretty easy so far, and
Jiren claimed, "Your fallout will be grievance. You're marked as an enemy by a group within the heart. Labyrinthines in this case. They will work to
I'm very okay
foil
with
your
that.
efforts as best they can until you clear your name or kill your way out of the problem. So,
That's fine. I'll foil them by mapping all their labyrinths. 'Cause they're
add
actually not
this to
that
your
hard.
character sheet.
I continue to taunt them.
Well,
You just compel them to make better labyrinths.
Exactly right.
so see, remember when I
Give
said
me
they
a
weren't
Give me a challenge.
aggressive? That they didn't mind when people just walked through their lands?
They are now.
Yeah, they kind of are now. They are straight up charging at you, brandishing brooms.
Cool.
All of
Red
you,
King, where are
really.
you now?
What do you do?
They
I-
are clearly actively aggressive.
Yes, so you
I've-
think you've now on the other edge of the labyrinth. You've skirted like on the outside because you succeeded on the roll to navigate through it. So you
Okay,
can maybe just book it.
How
I'm
many
now-
are charging at us?
I'm
Ooh,
also-
booking it. I like booking it.
I'm going to evoke my once possession. Ask the GM what valuable resource is present in the current situation. Because I might be able to use it. To
Excellent.
actually-
So the horns implanted into the head of the elder labyrinthine, they are from one of the rare goats here. You can actually, powder them and use them as a nice thing.
Occult reagent. Yep.
Yes. And there he is, ahead of the pack, head lowered, running straight at you.
Okay, I compelled them to stop.
I like running.
How would you like
Running
to
is
do
good.
that?
I can run easily.
I vamp up the rhetoric. I look them dead in the eye and I tell them, basically, I continue my taunts that they're terrible at this, and that if they really want to give the Red King a good challenge, then maybe they should create me a labyrinth I can use. I use my
I
most
do not know.
It's
Telling
like
Majesty.
words to do stress damage.
So, is it me or is everyone's videos down?
It's you.
It's just you.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Let us try and refresh this connection, shall we?
And that's how the players win.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
We did it.
suddenly
We won.
the
I see your plan.
disappeared.
Your plan is
They're
amazing.
obviously going to build me a better labyrinth. I'm down with this. You know? Anybody want to help me fend off the?
Okay,
the
well, so
unfendable?
you
Oh
are.
no, it's all you.
Cool.
No one's going to back me up. Wow.
Make me a compel plus Warren roll. This one will be risky.
Wait, why would it be Warren?
This way you are.
Because you're in the Warrens.
Oh, because we're in the Warrens, right?
And you're telling them that you can do better than them.
No, I'm telling them that they can do better and that they need to give me a challenge, is what I'm saying. I'm not claiming to be able to create a labyrinth. I'm claiming to be able to map any labyrinth that they create. There's a big difference here.
Make a compel plus Warren roll. We'll see what happens.
Is anybody
I
backing
will-
me up?
I will not back you up.
Come on, really?
I am booking it.
Wow.
How many are there? How many are charging at us?
So there's a total of 5 of them.
Right. So I'm just thinking
Don't
about.
back me up. We will die. Like, I just want to make that really clear.
I'm just thinking about who's sworn like blood oaths to do a thing and who hasn't,
and how none of the blood oaths that have been sworn have been in the labyrinth or the crazy.
Yeah. So I'm just thinking the person who I've sworn the oath with is booking it. So.
I mean, yeah, from the sounds of it, Jed
It's not-
and Dano can run away because Unclaimed is standing her ground.
Sorry,
You cut out there.
Cut out completely. Tell me again why they're allowed to
So from
completely
the
run
sound
away
of
and leave me
it,
here.
Jed and Dano can just run away because Unclaimed is standing her ground. She's the focal point of the labyrinthines.
You
wrath
are
anyway.
assisting our runaway.
Yep, you're the speed bump, and they want you anyway. So
Wow.
I think it is time for you to make a risky compel plus Warren roll and just see what happens.
How many
I'm
dice
ready
do
for
I
you to
get?
excel this.
Being on this side, so
You get the full 1.5, Brian. See that? The full 1.5. Alright.
oh, it's delightful. Oh, is this what I've been missing all this time?
Yes, actually it is.
Wow.
She's gonna roll 2 10s. It's
Oh,
fine.
of course she is. She'll be fine.
She is going to become the leader.
Okay, how many dice do I get?
I believe you. Well, so you have compel. You don't have Warren,
I've
so
got
that's 2
compel.
dice.
I
But
don't have Warren.
So do the risky thing, and it will do the rest.
Pair of 10s. She becomes.
But I don't
the
have a
leader.
mind stress over yet. We are not in a cursed area. I'm very sad about this.
Yeah.
Is there anything in my supplies bag that can help me in a situation like this?
I don't know. Question mark. I mean, you don't really have the time to go rummaging through supplies right now, even if you did.
What rabbits do I have in here?
Can I just like grab out some of my gold ink out of my bag while I give this speech and put it up like this as part of my thing to try and distract them to kind of, get their attention? Because we've already covered the fact that they're all kind of like sitting at the top of my bag anyway.
Well,
The problem is
break
you
it
don't
scenario.
actually have a risk listed in this domain.
yeah.
I don't need a resource, do I? Because I've got Backpacker Arcana. Back Pocket Arcana. I can just like literally, I've got
Which
this.
gives you supplies protection.
Oh, so I can't actually just kind of rip
Like
things
so one thing that I've noticed that added is resource consumables, and resources have domain.
Yeah, because in here it is very much resource management.
Uh,
Also, I like your idea of using glitter to distract them. Just glitter.
yeah, pretty much. Can I do
But
it?
I don't think it's not going to do much for you. You do it.
Probably not.
There's a shower of golden flakes. And now you
All
make
right.
a risky roll with 2 dice.
2 dice. All right.
Yeah.
This is
So, the glitter hasn't even settled yet, and you get a broom in your face. Just donk. So we are doing 5 blood stress to you right now.
All right.
Oh, sorry. You suffered a fallout before, so you cleared. You had 10 stress. You cleared 5 of it. Just remove it.
Just random 5?
or however you wish to.
However you wish. It makes sense to remove it from fortune, because that's the fallout you had. And then... split
Then
it.
1 from Echo.
Sure.
Okay.
Cool.
So now I have 5 blood stress. Nice.
Nice. And then I will roll for fallout again.
You guys are such assholes. I'm just saying. I am never back again.
Cat, I'm following the one who swore an oath to help.
I have evade and warns. This is literally my specialty.
Like that's it. Like I would have been backing one of my sworn companions here.
Well, so interestingly enough,
It's on you.
you don't suffer fallout because I rolled 10 and you have 10 total stress. So it hurts as you're battered by brooms and broom handles, but you're still on your feet. On the other hand, you're kind of surrounded now.
Where's my physical guy? Like, come on.
Oh, they disappeared around the corner by now, easily.
Fine. I start running away as well. Oh, actually, I could just double down and try the compel again. Now that I've actually got their attention.
You have
Bow
the
before me, Lord of the Labyrinth.
I'll just start screaming, make me a labyrinth I can't map. Make me one.
very good. So what do you do?
I honestly, I can't. I don't have the physical strength to get out of a circle of people with brooms. Like I don't. I
No.
have to talk my way out of this. I have no choice.
Perhaps you need
Please,
to
listen to
change the tactic then, and stop insulting them. Just a thought.
Well, okay, I'll stop insulting them and make them a deal. Make me a labyrinth that I can't map, and I will give you a precious treasure. I will give them a quest.
The quest being the make a labyrinth. They're already doing their best to make
No,
a labyrinth.
a labyrinth I can't map, because obviously we can map this one, because you're telling me off for mapping it. So make me a labyrinth that I can't map.
You're not sure. Do make a compel plus Warren roll.
What level?
This one will be challenging, not risky. Will be nice like that.
And we're going to go 2 again? 2 dice?
Yep.
They really don't want to do this.
Yeah, no, they no.
They have no fucks, given that their
Well, no, I
unmappable
think
labyrinth
it's
is
more that
actually
they
able to
realize-
be mapped.
I could have told you that.
The best way to prevent you mapping is to in
It's
fact
just to
break
keep
your
hitting
hands.
me.
So take. So here's what happens. They at all don't listen to you. Just not in the slightest. You are grabbed and semi-unconscious by this point because.
I'm thrown out of the labyrinth.
Oh no! Oh no!
Nailed to the labyrinth.
You are picked up and carried to the heart of it. So, well, let's start with dealing with this stress. Yes. So you take 3 fortune stress.
3 what? Sorry.
Fortune stress.
3 fortunes.
I don't believe I
Yeah,
need
seems unlucky.
to roll a d12 to see if I roll 13 or higher. Which means you do suffer another major...
Was this a roll d12 to see if you rolled less than 13?
Yes, I'm not going to do that. Like, it's fine.
Are you sure? Like, you could always roll Liberty Gibbet. Like, something could go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Hope Springs Eternal from the Heart of Cat.
So your major fallout will be lost map. Your map is lost or stolen or taken. Until you get it back, you cannot use connections. Every journey is treated as though it's through unexplored territory. So all of anything that can be used as a map in supply is taken from you.
My bag.
Like, all ink is
skin.
gone. All rabbit skins are gone. And you
The
are
parchment stays. She doesn't use that.
you are dragged to the middle of the labyrinth.
Fuck it, I'm getting out of here and proving these motherfuckers wrong.
And so the Elder Labyrinthine lowers you there. There's a like small raised plinth and says, "You wished for a challenge.
I did. I'm down for this.
You are free to go."
Done. All right. Well, I'm going to start finding my way out of the labyrinth. Let's go.
How are we doing for time? Just so that I know what to do.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, it's up to you guys.
Because this is an interesting cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger? And
I think this is a great cliffhanger and may give Kat
Yeah.
an opportunity to prepare a backup character just in case.
a backup character? You little faith. I'm going to rule this labyrinth by the end of the next game.
I have a certainty that the unnamed is going to. However, the person continuing with us on our quest may not be that person, and I'm going to differentiate these two concepts, epistemologically speaking.
So the Unclaimed is in the middle of the labyrinth, whereas Dano and Jed are safely outside and just kind of tapping their feet, going, "Is she going to show up?"
Is she coming? Is she here?
So
You know what? We're enjoying a.
I'm sure you are. I am
We're
sure
like 3
you are.
corners away. We're waiting for you to catch up, and
uh-huh.
time for tea.
Thing is, if you were to shout, you probably would hear each other. The labyrinth is, sprawling, but not that sprawling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shithouse labyrinth. Like I said,
We're-
they need
we're
more
certainly
metal.
going to
Expand your walls.
So, welcome to
All
the
right.
hut. Hope you had a good first session.
Well, so who does who advances and whatnot?
Well, so I believe we only got around to Jed's
Yep.
foretelling. It was a bit of a short session, but character creation and whatnot. And Unclaimed could potentially try and who I work for her way out of it, but I think too late now.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jet will get a minor advance, and we can spend a week doing it, and we should continue next Saturday at around the same time. How does that sound?
Sounds
Same
good to
bat
me.
channel. Same
Sounds
bat
great.
pod.
Awesome. Thank you for playing.
Thank you.
Thank you.